On April 22nd, 2026, the tech world basically showed us its two faces at once. You had this incredible, mind-blowing innovation, and at the exact same time, this incredible, terrifying threat. It was one single day that just perfectly sums up the conflict at the heart of all our modern tools. So let's break down what actually happened.
You know, it's a question we have to ask ourselves more and more these days. Is this new software we're building actually here to protect us? Or does it just open up brand new ways to attack? Is it meant to empower us? Or maybe to control us?
Well, the answer, as we're about to see, is not that simple. The stories that broke on this one day show that the line between a tool and a weapon, well, it's thinner than ever, and sometimes it's literally the exact same thing.
And boy, is there no better example of this than what's happening in artificial intelligence. Our first story looks at a powerful new security tool that pretty much in the blink of an eye became one of the most dangerous hacking tools anyone has ever seen.
So, meet Anthropic Mythos. It's an AI security agent, kind of like a digital bloodhound designed to sniff out every single weakness in a piece of software. And it is brilliant at its job. The problem? The very thing that makes it a brilliant defender also makes it an absolutely terrifying attacker.
Just how brilliant are we talking? Well, when it was pointed at the web browser Firefox 150, Mythos found 271 distinct vulnerabilities. I mean, that is a staggering number. In the right hands, that's a roadmap to making software totally impenetrable. But what about the wrong hands?
And here you see the two sides of the coin. For a company like Apple, Mythos is a security shield, an amazing defense. But for a group of hackers who got their hands on it, it becomes an automated hacker, a digital phantom that can find and write exploits thousands of times faster than any human ever could.
What's really wild is how fast this all went down. Mythos was released to trusted partners in the morning. By that same evening, a group on Discord had already compromised it, probably by guessing a predictable URL, a simple, silly oversight. The speed of innovation is now perfectly matched by the speed of its exploitation.
So that's a threat from the outside, right? But this same tension can build up right inside a company. The threat doesn't always come from some shadowy hacker group. Sometimes the most unsettling stuff comes from the very companies building our future, as Meta was about to show its employees.
This quote from Meta's CTO, Andrew Bosworth, tells you everything you need to know about their endgame. The goal is to have AI agents do the real work. So, how do you teach an AI to do a human's job? Well, turns out you just watch every single thing they do. And here's a look at exactly how Meta's doing it. They installed this software called MCI on employee computers. It logs every mouse click to train AI navigation, every single keystroke to learn workflows, and it even takes random screenshots to understand the context. They're literally building a digital clone of their workforce's behavior. And as you can imagine, the fallout has been huge. This level of surveillance raises massive legal and ethical questions. I mean, keystroke logging might actually be illegal in some places. But here's the deepest irony, right? Employees are being forced to train the very AI agents that are designed to one day replace them.
This tension between what a company wants and what its users want, it's not just happening in the workplace. It's now hitting millions of us at home, especially in the world of gaming, where the tools of entertainment can start to feel a lot like weapons of corporate interest.
Okay, check out this chart. When Microsoft put the 2025 Call of Duty on its Game Pass service from day one, premium sales of the game just tanked. They plummeted by 60%. This one data point explains their next very controversial move. Game Pass was literally eating its own biggest franchise.
So what they do? They lowered the price of Game Pass, which sounds great, right? But here's the catch. New Call of Duty titles will no longer be available on day one. Subscribers now have to wait a full year. It's a classic trade-off, a cheaper service, but without its single most valuable perk.
And meanwhile, over on PlayStation, there's a different kind of pressure. To comply with UK law, Sony is forcing all its adult users to verify their age. And if you don't, well, your online social life gets systematically shut down. No voice chat, no parties, no messaging. Your games will still work, sure, but you'll be playing them in total silence.
Now you have to remember, all of these stories, the AI weapons, the corporate surveillance, the gaming politics, they are all happening on top of a foundational reality. The digital world is in a state of constant, never-ending cyber warfare.
On that exact same day, April 22nd, A ransomware group named Everest announced it had successfully hacked 2 major U.S. banks, Frost Bank and Citizens Bank. Not one, but 2.
And they didn't just break in. They issued a threat. They put a ticking clock on it. Pay us within 6 days, or we release all of the sensitive financial data we stole. It is digital extortion on a massive scale, putting incredible pressure on critical financial institutions.
But the threats aren't always these big, targeted heists. Sometimes one single flaw can put huge chunks of the internet at risk. And that's exactly the case with a vulnerability found in the DNN platform, a really popular content management system. This one bug puts 750,000 websites in danger.
And this is not just any bug. It allows for something called remote code execution, or RCE. And you just have to know, for hackers, RCE is the holy grail. It's the ultimate prize. It means they don't just steal your data, they can take complete control of the server from anywhere in the world. It's a total digital takeover.
So when you pull back and you look at all these different events from just a single 24-hour period, a really clear picture starts to emerge. We're living at a series of crossroads, facing these fundamental conflicts about the technology that pretty much runs our entire lives.
And these themes, they capture the core conflicts we've been talking about. We see the race for AI innovation clashing directly with security. We see the push for progress at companies like Meta coming at the cost of employee privacy. And we see corporate strategy from Xbox and Sony creating new friction for their own users. These are not separate issues. They are all symptoms of the same problem. Our ability to create powerful tech is rapidly outpacing our wisdom to actually manage it.
Which, of course, brings us to the final question. The technology is accelerating at an unbelievable pace. AI is getting smarter, networks are getting faster, data is more valuable than ever. But looking at the events of this one day, you really have to ask, are we, the humans guiding it all, are we getting any wiser?